Hello viewers, Murray here with Murray's Mobile Mechanics and welcome to the channel. Today I'm working on a 2010 Mercedes-Benz ML350 formatting and we are changing out the right rear CV axle. So today is a pretty day. You can see I'm all sweaty and this is just from taking off the wheel and it's just getting to 9 a.m. and we are already at 88 Fahrenheit. If you convert that to Celsius, we're talking about 31 degrees. So it's going to be a very hot day today. So stay hydrated and keep cool. So let me flip the camera and then walk you through. So that's our vehicle right there. I've already taken out the right rear wheel with a 70mm socket with the impact wrench, and as you can see right now, safety first, the car is secured in the middle with the jack stand, and we still have the jack on the right rear side right there. And right now this car is secure to be worked on, and in the front we have chalked it, so safety first. So let's get closer, I show you how the CV axle looks and then we go from there. So I've loosened this CV axle nut already. I used my 36mm socket with the impact wrench, and before I did that I used some WD-40 just to soak it, just to make it easy to come out. And I took out the 17mm lug nuts with the impact wrench, and this is the socket that I used, and we got the tire right there. So this is where we are. This is loose. So what is next is we are going to take out this 17mm bolt. There's a nut on the other side, and then we're also going to take out the speed rule sensor. We use the inverted torque socket right there. I don't know what size, but I'll let you know. And then we are going to take this bolt out. It's got a nut on the other side as well. This is for the upper control arm, which is the rear, I believe so. And we're going to take out this 18mm bolt as well. Bolt head is inside and the nut is outside. This is for the I believe this is the rear forward control arm. We take this out, and the upper rear control arm, and then we're going to take off this bump. I believe this is the tensioner bar. This is the one you set your alignment with for the rear. So once we take that out, our aim is to have this wheel fall off this way so that we can pull the CV axle out. You can see how the boot is torn. You can see right there, this is not good. And let me do that and then I'll bring you guys back. Hello viewers, so the speed rule sensor is out. You can see it's right here, and I put back the bolt on. I don't want to lose it. That's another safe way to keep your bolts in check. So I used E10 inverted torque right there to take that speed rule sensor out, and then you can see I've loosened this bolt right here. The nut is right there. We used the 18mm socket, which is right there, and then we used the 18mm wrench on the box side as support to hold the nut. So the nut is out, which is right there, and then this one also, the nut is out, which is right there. It's the same 18, and for this one you have to be very careful. There's a washer on it. This one does not have a washer at the back, and this one does not have a washer at the back. So this is the nut for this one. So right now I'm just going to be taking these bolts out slowly so that we have access to have this rotor hub assembly together with the pads come this way so that we can have access to the CV axle. So let me do that and then I'll bring you guys back. Hello viewers, so we are making headways and I have an update for you. So I don't want to mix up the bolts, so what I've done, I'm using some nail polish right there. So I marked the upper front rear control arm with a dot right there, and I also marked the bolt with a dot so that I know which bolt goes where. And this one just comes up pretty straightforward. It's just this washer in front, and that's it. The nut does not have the washer. So this is the upper rear control arm. So this is the one that's a little bit tricky. So it's just a bolt head right here, and in between right here, this is where this washer is. I don't know if you're able to see it. That's where the washer is. And then at the back right here, I've taken the nut out, but we have this washer also. So you just have to be careful which part goes where. So if you see the washer has got this protruding part, this is the one that goes in first. The protruding part goes in first, then the flat side goes on the outside. So this is what I wanted to point out. And then once I took this bolt loose, and from actually the knuckle right there, things got a little bit crazy, this brake pad wear sensor got stretched, but it's still okay. So I managed to actually disconnect it. All you have to do is follow where the connection is, and it goes through this rear upper control, and the connector is right there. Just press on the tab. Let me see if I can get a clear picture. Press on the tab and then pull it, and now you can see it's very free. So you can see this guy has moved a lot outer. I hope we can take the CV axle from here, but if not, we still have to take this guy out. So I'm gonna mark this bolt as the number 2, and then this one as the number 3. So this is what I wanted to point out. So I'll bring you guys back on the other side. Hello viewers, so I have an update for you. So after taking this last bolt out, you can see our knuckle is leaning the way we wanted it to lean, so that we can have access to the CV axle, which is right there. So I took out the nut, but this thing was not budging, so I used the hammer and this piece of metal to hit the CV axle in the middle right there, and tap it with the hammer, and enough, it came out just pretty easy. And right now, since this has leaned this way, this is the way we wanted it, we have access to our CV axle. It will come off just like so. So you can just lean it a little bit further or turn it so that you find the way you want your axle to come out. So right now, what's remaining is I just need to go under the vehicle with the pry bar and the hammer and tap out the CV axle, and customer provided their own part. I hope it's the right one. So I was checking the labor time on Mitchell Prodman. This job, guys, takes about 4.8 hours. So that's what Mitchell said, but I just did it within an hour plus doing the work and recording. So it depends the skill level. So that's where we are right now. Let me take this bad boy out, and then I'll bring you guys back on the other side. Hello viewers, so the CV axle is out, and I just want to point out a few things. So if you are working on the lift, this job is pretty easy and straightforward because the car is up in the air. You have all the leverage and all the good tools that you need to use. But if you're working on the ground, like my case, it's a different ball game. Space is an issue right here. You can raise it up as much as you want, but space is always an issue. So I managed to get the CV axle out. So you need a little bit of strength, agility, and some muscles to have this job done on the ground. So I give kudos to all those that do the work on the ground. We do quite a lot of things, and you know, we fight these vehicles in and out. So basically the CV axle is good to go. What I did, I went under the vehicle, I used the chisel and the hammer to tap it out. So this bad boy is actually good to come out. This is the one right there. So we just compare it with the new one, and then we'll go from there. Hello viewers, so I have an update for you. Customer, like I said, provided their own part, and this is the brand we are using on this Mercedes-Benz, and the part number is MB8011 Track Motive. They make good CV axles, but I don't think they have the good quality CV axles for a car like a Mercedes-Benz. Just look at the parts. It looks the same, but if you look at the thickness of the shaft and look at the thickness of this metal right here, this tells you it's not matching. It's gonna work, trust me. I had to count the threads for the shaft that goes into the rear differential. They are all 37 splines. I had to make sure, but just look at the quality, guys. Look at the thickness of this CV axle shaft and the quality of this one. Of course, this is an aftermarket one. It's gonna work. I'm pretty sure they balanced it up to match this guy, but when you look at it just by yourself, it doesn't make sense for me. This is why I always tell people, let the mechanic buy you good quality parts for your car. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead, since the customer provided the part, I'm gonna go ahead, put this bad boy back in. But like I said, I had to make sure I count the threads. So let me do that, and then I'll bring you guys back on the other side. Hello viewers, so I have an update for you. You can see the CV axle is in and every accessory is connected. This bolt is connected. The brake pad wear sensor is connected right there and routed in the right way. The upper rear control arm is connected, and the rear upper front control arm is also connected. I used the old nut for the CV axle. This is cheap quality, just like the CV axle. I didn't want to risk so much, so I put back the old one. So this is where we are right now. So right now, what's remaining is just Talking this CV axle out, I think when I checked on my on Mitchell Pro Demand, it's saying it's about 250 Newton meter, which is 185 foot-pounds. And then we're going to put the wheel back on, and then also torque the lug nuts to it is saying 150 Newton meters. So when I converted them to foot-pound, it's about 110, 111. So I'm going to do that off camera and basically take this fireboy on a test drive. And either way, this is the way the CV axle is replaced. Thanks for watching. Stay blessed. Please subscribe, like, and share, and I hope you find this video helpful. If you find it helpful, give it a thumbs up, and we'll see you on the next one.